People ask, yeah, Carl, I can listen to you. I can watch you on the internet. That's all fine and dandy. How do I get to hang out with you and see you perform live on a stage? I'll tell you how you do that. You go to WATPlive.com and you purchase tickets for our September 5th show at the Villa Roma Resort, part of Chrissy Mayer's Content House. And who's going to be there, Adam?
Well, I'm going to be there.
Holy shit.
Can you believe it? Anthony Kumi is going to be there.
What? We'll also have, of course, Chrissy and Missy and Jenny. Producer Chris will be there. So this is going to be a great time. WATPlive.com is where you can go to purchase your tickets.
Who are these podcasts? WATP.
Guys, I have some bad news. Malcolm-Jamal Warner from the Cosby Show.
He's got his own show and he's coming back this fall?
No. Not a strong swimmer, it turns out.
Him?
Not a strong swimmer. And he recently passed off the coast of Costa Rica. And we found out there's a show called Not All Hood, starring Malcolm-Jamal Warner and Candace O'Kelly. They co-host a podcast, an active podcast. He just put out an episode before he passed away. And let me just read you the description of this show. Not All Hood, takes a provocative look at the vastly different lived experiences and identities of blacks in America. The layered nuances are explored through conversations and guests who share their journeys and versions of black confirmation about topics including black masculinity, love, and media representation. Infused with pop culture, music, and headlining news, the show addresses the evolution, exhilaration, and triumphs of being rooted in a myriad of versions of black America. ChatGPT, well done.
You're playing Bill Maher at 2x speed. Could you have recorded that and played it faster?
I know, it's ridiculous. It doesn't say anything. This show, I tasked you with this. I have some clips as well. This show, does it ever say anything?
Carl, I tried. There's 2 seasons of the show, supposedly.
Yeah.
The first season is on YouTube, but it's all audio. So it wasn't necessarily great for the show. But there were 3 new episodes. One of them just came out 2 weeks ago. And that's the one that I watched. I started with the most recent one.
I was checking that one out, too. Also, they did just do one yesterday where, his co-host and a couple of his friends came on and they did a live stream for hours where they played old clips and people called in and stuff. And I started watching it and I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be funny at all. How am I going to fucking pull clips from this?
How about with the super tips where people sending in funny things?
That's the new voice for Malcolm-Jamal Warner.
I want to hear Joey C. Yeah, he's not a strong swimmer, guys.
See, Super Tip is going to catch on. I'm telling you, this is endless possibilities with this thing.
So I was immediately floored by this show, Carl.
Okay.
Because they opened up with a clip from the guests. Like that, you know how a lot of these places have that hard open where they show you something salacious from the show to get you to watch?
Yep.
Well, I call this one hard because it was pretty fucking a crazy thing to put at the front of your show.
Okay.
Here's the clip, my clip 1.
Yeah.
White people mediocre. Always have been. They don't have to try as hard. They don't have to, because somebody else will come clean it up. We've never had that luxury. We've always had to be twice, 10 times as good. So black excellence is better. It's just what it is. We just put black on it because it is. We've had to always be that. We've never, no matter what we've done, and even when we're better than them, they still will find a way to put somebody over us.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Let me send the link to Anthony. Hold on a second.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was the open.
White people are mediocre.
Yes. And
we're not painting with a broad brush on this show, I hope. Oh, shit. Okay.
The thing about this show was, there were a lot of other episodes, and they were just people talking in NPR voices.
Yeah.
And then I found this woman.
Yeah.
And I was hooked, and I got to be honest with you. Her name is Georgia Mee, and I kind of love her.
Oh.
I really kind of love her.
Well, she doesn't like you.
She's entertaining as shit.
Okay.
Later in the show, when that part does happen, this is how our friend Theo Huxtable responds. Clip number 2.
In case we haven't lost all of our white viewers or listeners.
They love me. Real white folk love me. Shout out to the good white folk.
Right.
Shout out.
So that's what I want to get back to that, because I just want to take a moment to unpack and make sure, because I envision a white person hearing that white people are mediocre, and they take offense to that.
Yeah, you think?
Uh-huh.
I thought that was a little offensive, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was just a little worried about the thing that we used to open the show with. It might be a little. I mean, what a weird fucking thing to do.
Also, who are all these white people who like being put down by this woman? Cucks? Is that her audience?
Maybe.
Tell me I suck again.
She did walk it back just a little bit,
Oh, she did,
Carl,
okay.
while shitting on other persons of color.
Okay, good.
I know all white people aren't mediocre.
Right.
Okay. It's based off the fact that so many times a black person, and I ain't saying a person of color, a black person has been qualified, overqualified for a position or a job and was overlooked for someone who was.
Someone who didn't earn it.
And that's just what it is. And so if that wasn't the case, nobody would ever say that. But that's what we deal with all the time. There's 100 yards on the football field. For black people, it's 150.
I don't know if that's true.
It's a bad analogy.
Is that
that's the wrong analogy, football field.
Is that like dog years? How does that work?
Yeah,
I don't understand what that means.
That's definitely the wrong analogy. They actually excel there. They're doing really well.
Also,
It's
if you're
white guys who have a hard time getting off the field.
if you're overqualified, you should be overlooked.
This
You're overqualified.
This woman was all over the place.
Why are you applying?
Yes.
You should get a better job. You'll be underemployed.
That's a good point. She's just all over the place, Carl.
Okay.
And they're talking about the television show Power, I think, at some point.
Never heard of it.
And she makes this proclamation.
I'm not racist. I'm prejudiced. So I never watched Power. And I love Omari. Omari's a poet from Atlanta. Know him. You couldn't tell it, but know him. And of course, I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, yeah, this is my boy from Atlanta. And when his wife came on that screen and said, where's that drug dealer I knew from back in the day? And I'm like, this his wife? And then he's in love with this rice and beans bitch? Oh, no. I'm not watching this shit no more. I'm not watching it.
Okay. All right, she's winning me over. We're going to start going after Mexicans. And all right, I'm on board.
Carl, she's not going to watch it except for clip 5. She'll never watch it.
And I ain't watched this to the last season when it was great. When they had each story, each person had a story.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah.
And when Kendrick was on there.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
Yeah, he was.
That was it.
That's a weird way to talk about a TV show you've never watched.
I
And you
know.
won't watch.
Oh my God.
crazy.
This is
And
like
then this rice and beans bitch. Wow. She says so many things that are so racist that it's completely insane.
This is fun.
She talks about Jamie Foxx's relationship with Katie Holmes at one point.
Okay.
And listen to this. She's not
Number
racist.
7?
She is prejudiced. Yes. Number 7.
I'm crazy. I remember when I found out that Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes was dating. I cried, right? Because I love Jamie Foxx. I cried. And so my son, somebody came in my room and I'm like, they're like, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. She's crying over nothing. But that's how I feel when it's good black men.
Yeah, I mean, interracial couples get a lot of us upset.
Yeah. You know,
This is wild. You know, I take it for granted that people can feel they could talk like this, and they can.
yeah.
Like YouTube will never censor this. But if it was Nick Fuentes, this would be taken down immediately.
Hey, tell me if clip number 6 sounds like Nick Fuentes a little bit.
Okay.
Just keeping it real. Now, there are ways that people maneuver in the hood to do those things, and that's why they do it. Nobody I know want to sell drugs. They want to provide for their family. And we were tricked by, some would say, bourgeois black people who thought working was beneath them. And we lost a whole generation of trade that other people came in and took that money and made millions off of, that we were the ones that Booker T. Washington, my high school, Booker T. Washington empowered these people with these trades to go back and empower their community and be the best at that. But then we got tricked. You don't want to be that kind of black person working. We through with slavery. Like there's no honor in work.
Theo's been really quiet.
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Carl, the next thing she says, my clip number 8, is fucking insanity.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited.
The thing about we don't applaud the bad. We don't applaud the killers. Excuse me, I applaud a killer. I hate a murderer. Killing is necessary. I wish we had more. These murderers are something different. We don't applaud thieves. 50 Cent is cool, but I never liked him because he was a stick-up kid. Why I'm gonna like somebody who steals? You feel me? We don't applaud. Now, I ain't gonna say nothing about drug dealing because drug dealing is business. You don't say nothing about Eli Lilly and GlaxoSmithKline. Oh. So why you gonna say something about Rodriguez or Rollo? I'm just saying. Everybody make their own choices. You don't say nothing about the big liquor companies.
Theo, are you following this? He's just going, I would be like, what the fuck's the difference between a killer and a murderer? Aren't those synonyms?
It's funny that you bring that up because he asks her. He has to once again kind of take the reins and stop this woman from talking. Who is saying,
Oh my gosh.
Why start now?
I brought up Nick Fuentes and it brought Missy B into the chat.
If you say Nick Fuentes, it'll be her 3 times. Missy Bear Bears.
What's up, Missy? All right, so I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Yeah. So Theo does have a follow-up for that.
Okay.
I admire killers. We need more of them. I'm against murderers. Can you unpack that?
Thank
The
you.
original Hebrew script is "Thou shalt not murder." Killing is necessary. Some people got to go. If it's between me and you, I just met you, I love you, but you got to go. It's just what it is.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. It wasn't written in English. We're talking about semantics with English words.
The Jews said it's okay to kill.
Yeah, right.
What is she saying?
I don't know. I want to know. Some people need to be killed.
Now, my next clip, I didn't have that
I'm guessing
many.
it's Whitey. I'm guessing black on white crime is what she's talking about.
She wrote a poem about it, in fact.
Yeah. Kill the white man.
Kill the white man. Carl,
Yeah.
I am positive the next clip is something I would never be allowed to say into a microphone.
Okay, well, I'll just let this person say it then. How about that?
Yeah, if you were to reverse this, you would not be allowed to say this ever.
Okay.
So I just want us to revel in us. Loving me don't mean I hate any white people. I love the good white folk. Thank God for the good. And I have to say good white folk because
there's a difference.
It is, because I used to think there was more good white folk in America than not. Now I don't. That has changed. And it's not just because of Donald Trump. It's not. It's because they don't love themselves.
I thought she was going to say it's because I went to Alabama.
Carl, flip that around for a second. Okay.
Let's not. Let's not do that. I like my YouTube channel. It's cozy here.
The reason why people are having the problems that they have is because they don't love themselves enough. But she started it also with, there's nothing wrong with me loving my race.
Yeah, I mean,
That's right out of the that's like the fucking Klan fucking.
Yeah, I know. Also, all this is just generalities that don't mean anything. And then we did this, and then they did that. It's just like, okay, I mean, we're talking about everyone, or
Yeah,
can
you
give
speak for everyone.
a specific an example? Can you explain something like that? Like if she was out here talking about how like the CIA invented crack cocaine and put it into the urban areas and got black people hooked on drugs. But listen, let's talk about that. It's fun.
Yeah.
But this conversation, she's not even saying anything.
She's been ranting this entire time, and the two hosts are like, except for the 2 times I showed you, where Theo was like, hey, let's just unpack that for a second.
So she did not answer the question. I'm guessing you then followed up with just like, yeah. But what's the difference between killing and murdering?
No.
Oh, we didn't. Okay,
No.
just let that go.
Carl, you said you had a couple clips?
Yeah, should I do that first before we get to your summation?
Yeah, my summation's very silly.
Okay. So I was checking out a recent episode he did with Kashia Knight Pulliam, who is Rudy Huxtable. You guys all remember Rudy Huxtable, that adorable little sister of Theo?
I cannot think of any 2 people I would like to hear from less than Rudy and Theo Huxtable.
The man just passed. Vinny, can he cut me some slack here? Can we hear about their incredible conversation that they're having? See, Malcolm-Jamal explains that when he sees the world, he sees it through a filter. And producer Chris, I'm going to ask you to listen closely. You haven't heard this yet. And I'm going to ask you a specific question about what he says here.
It's okay.
But like I can like there's a certain filter through which I see things. And oftentimes when talking to Keisha and hearing that, that whimsical quality, whatever, but it literally expands my perspective on things. Like literally and immediately. Because it makes me, I don't know, it makes me go beyond what I know is true. And say, yes, what I know is true, and there's also this other side that is just as true. So there's something that I love about just how you see life and how you have manifested such an incredible life.
All right, so you were listening, Chris, like I asked?
Yes.
All right, I have a specific question. What the fuck is he talking about?
I was afraid you were going to ask that.
Did you pick up anything he was putting down there? Okay, let's continue.
What a fucking blowhard!
I know.
This is what when I was saying they were using NPR voices,
Yeah.
folks. That's what this whole
what
show
this
is.
is.
There was like up until that woman Georgia showed up and was interesting.
Yeah.
Everything is this.
Yeah, well, he goes on.
You know, when I talk about you, I always talk about how you are the most well-adjusted person who has been a child on television, right? Just to see your journey and to have watched you at every part of your journey. Look, I know we've had great parents, we've had great guidance, but I would love for you to share your process in how you manifest, because you continue, even we're talking last week, right? Even you continually manifest such incredible things in your life.
He only knows a couple words, and he keeps using them over and over again.
Journey, literally.
What I'm trying to say is incredible things. You know, like those things that are incredible.
What does he mean by manifest? She just like makes an orange appear out of her twat? What does that fucking mean?
Well, I'm going to play you her answer, but first I just want to point out, he just said she's the only well-adjusted child actor. Anna Bush is doing pretty well. Seems like a cool guy.
Oh
Hung
man,
out a
we're
few
gonna
times.
find out Adam twists cats at night.
Oh, God, can you imagine? Only every other Wednesday when I find that out. No more every Wednesday.
Carl knew. Carl knew.
All right, this is her response to whatever that was. I wanted to say it was a question, but I don't think it was. But let's get some more mumbo jumbo going on this show.
What I know is I know the power of energy. I know the power of when your thought, your word, and your deed being in alignment.
Both of you guys sighed at the same time because it's so exhausting. People who talk like this, you can't spend a second with them.
Why do you talk that way?
What are we doing?
What is she talking about the energy? What is she like fucking He-Man? Get the power of Grayskull? Shut the fuck up, Rudy.
How that is the reality that you live in. You know, a lot of people give their power away and think that things are happening to them. When they don't like the life that's reflecting them, they think it's someone and everyone else's fault. Instead of taking accountability and saying, okay, I am the captain of my ship. It's not about being arrogant. It's not about any of those things, but it's about understanding that
It's about being pretentious.
all the things that you're doing.
It's about saying nothing and taking a long time to do it.
Go back to being the kid that doesn't say anything.
It's incredible. Like, who would want to watch a show like this? Who is
No
this
one
for?
does. I was looking at the YouTube
I know.
views on this. There's like 75 on episodes.
Who would possibly need this in their lives? Because it's all just The Secret. All they're talking about is just like, think good thoughts and good things will happen to you. But the way that they're saying it is so obnoxious and annoying. They're just like, I can't listen to you anymore. And I'm sorry I made everyone listen so long. Vinny, you got one more clip for us?
Oh, I just like this clip. It's my favorite from anything, from any of it.
Real white folk love me. Shout out to the good white folk.
Right.
John Brown.
That's all. I love her. She's
All right,
great.
Vinny, you're one of the good white folk.
I know. I love her. She was so goddamn entertaining. She was the only thing on that show that was worth a damn, and she's kind of awful. So there you go.
I love it.
Whatever that's worth to you, people.
Who are these podcasts?